Hey, what's up guys? Jay Burton here, and in this video I want to talk about how to get allied races to 110 as quickly as possible, so you can get that heritage armor unlocked. So what I'm going to talk about will be the monks in detail, why they're so helpful, and how to get the most out of them, the best route to take to level up quickly for your allied race, and then I'm going to talk about the races that can't be monks. Alright, let's dive in. Okay, so before we actually get into the best route for leveling up, why the monk? Why is the monk so important for leveling up quickly? Well, I'm sure most of you know, they get this enlightenment buff. 50% increased experience for an hour, and this is a daily, so they can do it every single day. Now this does stack with the heirloom bonus experience, so you can get up to 100% bonus experience. I bring that up because Refer a Friend no longer stacks with the heirloom experience. What a lot of people actually do not know is that the buff's duration will stack with itself. So let's say you do the daily today. Alright, now you have an hour of enlightenment buff. You log off and you log back on tomorrow. You do the daily again. Now you have 2 hours of enlightenment. 2 hours of increased experience gain. And this just stacks and stacks. My level 52 monk has 9 hours worth of this buff. So what I'm also doing is making monks of all the other allied races that I can, and every day I'm doing the same daily on them. So when I decide to level them up, they're already going to have a lot of time saved up for enlightenment buff. You should never be leveling up a monk without this buff on. It's just too easy to maintain. It literally takes 3 to 4 minutes. So some races obviously can't be monks, like Lightforged Draenei, and then when the Magar orcs come out, they won't be able to be monks either. So the Lightforged Draenei actually have a passive called Demon's Bane, where demons give 20% more experience. I was thinking there has to be a way to abuse this. Since they can't be monks, maybe there's a way to actually still level up quickly. Unfortunately, no. I tried killing demons on the same level as my character, terrible experience. So then I was like, okay, maybe there would be some weird interaction with the 20% increased experience and high level mobs. So I went to the Broken Shores, had my max level character kill a bunch of demons, elites and non-elites, they all gave terrible experience. I did also try the bosses for the world quest during an invasion, and I actually got some decent experience, but because it's a long respawn time, and the EXP does not scale up with level, it's not worth it. I even had a warlock summon my ult into a greater invasion, terrible experience. So unfortunately, non-monk classes just have to level up a slower way. Okay, so before I dive into the best route, there's a few things I want to cover first. Your character will start at level 20 as an allied race. I want you to go Brewmaster immediately. I know some of you don't like tanking, especially at low levels. You newer players are a little iffy and a little worried about it. You just do it. I promise you it's not that bad. This is the maximum EXP per hour method. Tanking dungeons from at least 20 to 37. So please go Brewmaster. Now the enchants are important. I recommend you get these. Gift of Versatility on Cloak, Ring, and Neck. The reason why we want to use the WOD enchants instead of Legion is because the Legion enchants actually scale up slower. You get more stats out of the Gift of or WOD enchants. Now why do we want versatility? Well, first off, it increases our damage output. The more damage we do, the quicker we get the dungeons done, meaning more experience. But also we take less damage. Versatility does multiple things. And since we're taking less damage, we can chain pull faster, which means AoEing mobs more and getting more experience. Don't be scared of tanking dungeons, I promise you guys, it is a great method for leveling up. Now you also want to get heirlooms with versatility as well. There's not a whole lot. There's a necklace, and then there's also the trinket. The trinket is from the Void Touch Satchel, and it's very cheap on the auction house. This one gives a pretty decent amount of versatility. Alright, let's actually get into the route now. So the route is actually pulled straight from my 1 to 110 ultimate leveling guide. If you guys do want to see a detailed version of the route, check out that video, because I'm just going to go through it pretty quickly in this video. And that video will actually be in the description below. Okay, so we start at level 20 as an allied race, so go tank spec and start doing random dungeons until 37. Now when you hit 37, if you can do this, I want you to. Either have a second account or a friend run your ult through Stratfall main gate. There are 7 bonus objective bosses and they all give a lot of experience. Your ult just has to stand at the entrance and you'll get all the experience. Now make sure your carrier has the Bear Tartar food buff on. This speeds up the process a lot. And when they get to the end of the dungeon, when they kill the last boss, make sure you uninvite them. You kick them out of the group and they'll get teleported to the nearest graveyard, which is right outside Strat, and you can just restart the process. Do this all the way to 60. Now if you can't do this, it's okay to just keep doing random dungeons as a tank. You'll still get to 60 in a pretty decent time. Okay, so level 60, I want you guys to actually go get carried in Hellfire Ramparts. Have your alt stand at the entrance while your carrier, with the Bear Tartar food buff, clears the dungeon. Well, mainly just go for the 3 bosses, that's all that matters. And without the Enlightenment buff, your character will get 20% experience. So with Enlightenment buff, you're going to get a lot of experience. Yes, these did get nerfed about a couple months ago, when a high level is present and a low level is present. The low level would get a lot less experience. It doesn't matter, the dungeon completion bonus gives you a bunch of experience. So, from 60 to 73, I want you to run Hellfire Ramparts, or well, get carried in Hellfire Ramparts. Now, if you don't have somebody to carry you, or you don't want to do this, you can do Random Dungeon Finder, that's fine. Just make sure you alternate between Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King dungeons, so you have a less chance of repeating one. Alright, so at 73, I want you guys to actually solo carry Zantrash. This is a huge amount of experience. Do this by yourself, and don't kill any bosses. Unless you're in the Beast Quarter, you actually can kill the Beast boss. That won't cause any problems. So, clear the Beast Quarter, then go clear the Ballroom, and then go clear the Dining Room. Those are good places to start. And if you want to go further, so you don't hit that 10 instance cap, you can actually go clear out the Opera Hall as well. And just repeat that and you'll be 81 in no time. This is the fastest method in this bracket. At 81, I want you guys to farm all the Pandaria secret treasures. These give a lot of experience. To find them easily, get an add-on called Handy Notes and get all the extensions, including Warlords of Draenor extension. And while you're farming these chests, queue up for dungeons, but make sure you do a combination of Cataclysm and Pandaria dungeons so you have a less chance of repeating a dungeon. And just do this all the way to level 90. Alright, at level 90, make sure you guys have that Handy Notes add-on, and I want you to skip the Warlords of Draenor intro. It's a very long quest chain that's very boring. So you can either have a mage port you to Ashran, or you can go to the Timeless Island Pandaria, and in the bottom right of the map, there's an underwater cave. When you go in there, you'll see a circle of chairs and a campfire. Sit in one of the chairs and click on the campfire, and you'll be teleported right to Gorgrond. Alright, so the whole time you're in WOD, make sure you're spending your garrison resources on the EXP potions. We don't care about upgrading our garrison, we want to get through here as soon as possible. The potions give 20% increased experience for an hour. So if you have flying in WOD, I want you to just do bonus objectives and farm the secret treasure chest, all the way to 96. If you don't have flying, I recommend you do a combination of questing, dungeons, and bonus objectives. Some people commented on my last leveling guide, saying that they like to go to Gorgrond to actually do the elite hunting quest. So you can consider that too. At 96, I want you guys to go to Spires of Vrak. After about 12 quests in, you'll get this home away from home buff that gives you a permanent 20% increased experience gain while in Spires of Vrak, and this stacks with your EXP potion. You're going to get a lot of experience in here. So stay there until 98. When you are 98, log out so you can get your artifact weapon quest. For some reason, a lot of people have to relog to get it. Go get your artifact weapon, and then come back to Spires of Vrak at level 98, and you're going to be overpowered with that weapon. Stay there until level 100. Alright, time for the last bracket. At level 100, we're going to Legion. Now, make sure you guys always prioritize Legion invasions over anything else. These invasions give a huge amount of experience. Do all the world quests associated with it, and then do the little ending scenario with it. Now, to help do these, you're going to want to get the add-on called World Quest Group Finder, because this does not scale well for level 100s. It's meant for 110s. It is hard at level 100. So, World Quest Group Finder will let you hop into a group with other people with the same add-on, and get it done easily. You can even leech off of them. Whatever you want to do, just get them done. And to also know when invasions are going to happen, you should get the add-on called Invasion Timer. Oh, invasion's up in 2 hours? I'll just log on then. Helps a lot. Now, when there's not invasions going on, you need to just quest. It's the next best thing. And only do dungeons when you get a quest for that dungeon. Because dungeons by themselves don't give much experience in Legion, but the quest gives a huge amount. Definitely worth doing. And then another alternate method to get to 110 is you can hire a 101 twink to carry you through dungeons. This usually takes about 3 to 4 hours and can be pretty costly. I think it's usually about 3k gold per run. That's up to you. Alright guys, you're 110 and now you'll have your heritage armor and you're ready to go. If you liked the video, hit that like button for me. You want to see more content? Hit that subscribe button. And I want to personally thank all of my Patreons, you guys who help directly support the channel through your donations. It's a big help, thank you so much. If you're not a Patreon, and you would like to help support the channel, I'll have a link in the description below if you want to check it out. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching.